to sit and chat for a bit about how my life has been lately. I haven't posted as much, honestly, but I'm going to catch you guys up on things that have been on my mind lately while I paint some shoes. So I saw these pictures on Pinterest, and obviously we are entering into spooky season, so I'm going to paint my shoes in blood so that I can wear them out to celebrate the spooky season. I actually got a little bit freaked out about these shoes because I ordered them through DoorDash. I didn't even know you could order shoes through DoorDash, but I did. And I was cleaning while I ordered them, so I had no idea that they have gotten here. But I look at my phone and I see all these notifications. It's just like a bunch of calls from the DoorDasher that was calling me, and I felt so bad because there was a lot of text messages asking like, where do I leave this? And I feel bad because I had completely forgotten that I ordered the shoes in the first place. But anyway, I got a little spooked because the DoorDash driver entered through my gate. There's a lock on my gate, and somehow he made it inside of the gate and left the shoes at my door. So I got a little spooked out, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, because I wasn't responding. But still, it scared me that someone could just come in like that. Yeah, so I am getting a new lock. I hope these brushes are good. I got them from Spirit Halloween, so I'm not sure how the quality is gonna be. They are very pretty. Look at that. I have 3 different types of blood. It's blood gel, bottle of blood, and aged blood. I don't know how different those are gonna all look. Anyway, these are the pictures that I pinned. That I want to make it look like this as close as possible. And since these are brand new shoes, I might have to just make them look a little bit dirty, crusty. Otherwise, it's just going to look too fake. I feel like I should have gotten acrylic paint for this. But, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep the blood on there or if I can wash it off. Anyway, so a lot of things have changed in my life lately. One of those is I got a new puppy. She is currently sleeping. She's currently sleeping, so you'll have to wait and see her in the next video. But I kind of just surprised myself with a new dog. And the story of getting this dog is actually something that I wanted to talk about on here. I am a huge believer in knowing that there is a higher self of you who is guiding you through life. I'm gonna let you guys know more of the story about this dog that I adopted in the next video. But basically, unexpectedly, my path with this dog crossed, and I did not expect to get another dog. You know, I love my babies. I am very content with my dogs that I already have, so I wasn't really looking for a dog, but there was just something that brought me to this dog, and it was one of those things that you could just feel in your heart, like this is your dog. I don't know how to explain it, but basically the story is really, really cool. There was just a lot of coincidences, a lot of things that happened. I ended up adopting this dog, and when I brought the dog home, I was like questioning myself, like, am I the right fit for this dog? Is this dog gonna be happy with me? Is this meant to be, basically? And while I was asking myself those questions, I looked at the dog's record, and this dog, no kidding, was born on February 20th, 2020. So the numbers are 222. Not only that, but that specific date marks something special in my life. I had to look back on this because I couldn't believe it myself, and I was just trying to question it. But no, I remember the moment where this date happened. It was before the whole COVID, before everyone was locked up and wearing masks. This specific date is really special to me. So I thought that was so strange. And it actually brings me to a topic that I wanted to talk about in this video, which is just listening to that gut feeling. Like listening to your heart, listening to your higher self. Let me take you guys to maybe like 3 weeks ago. So Levi and I were just sitting in the car, and we had mystery boxes, okay? I had this, it's so silly, okay? I had this Digital Circus Jax mystery box, and it said in the box, like, oh, you can get a chance to get a metallic Jax. And I remember telling Levi when we were in the car, because he had his own mystery boxes and I had mine. And then I was like, oh, I know that the metallic Jax is in here. I can feel it. And then we open it, and I have the metallic Jax. Okay, this might be like a little silly little story. It's a silly little example, I know, but it's about what this means with our daily lives. So I was telling Levi, so what I do, because I have a lot of luck with mystery boxes, I tell Levi that it is because I realize that whenever there is a certain figure that I want in my mystery box, the first pick that my heart desires, the first box that I pick up, that's the one that it's in. But if I doubt myself and I'm like, no, it might not be in this box, I think it's in this box instead because this box is prettier, or I don't know, like I question myself, then I end up getting the wrong box. But every single time, I'm not even kidding, every single time I go for the first pick, it's always in that box. And okay, I know it's a silly example, but listen, hear me out, okay? That is how real life works. Basically, what I was trying to say there is that whenever your heart desires something and you feel it, that is the thing that you're supposed to do, then that is the thing that you're supposed to do, and you're supposed to go for it. But the moment that you doubt yourself, like I would pick a different blind box, that's whenever you go wrong, because whenever you doubt yourself and you don't truly believe in what you want, then you don't get the thing that you want. You see, whenever you are born, whenever you're a child, you're born without fears, okay? You are fearless. You have no thoughts and opinions of your own yet whenever you're a child. You get your first fears from your parents, family members, like your grandparents, or TV shows that you watch. You know, whenever you're a child, you might watch a TV show where someone is scared of spiders. Your favorite character is scared of spiders. So then you adapt yourself to be someone that is scared of spiders. And then it just becomes a phobia. You learn your first phobias this way. And not only that, but also you kind of start learning off of your own parents' limited beliefs. So if you grew up in a household where money was a struggle and bills were talked about in a negative way, like if your parents believe that money doesn't grow on trees, life is hard, then you kind of start implementing that into your own life. So you start believing in those limited beliefs that your parents have instead of having your own opinions. And that's where a lot of people get trapped, because most of the time you learn these bad habits, fears, and beliefs off of other people. I know for a fact that I struggled a lot with some stuff that my parents believed in, but later on in life, I learned to think different. And, you know, a lot of us have to teach ourselves to not think what other people ingrained into our minds. Like manifestation, you know? I had to learn that on my own, and I basically was the one who had to teach my parents about things like that I believe in. Wow, I think these look pretty good so far. Look at that, it looks so dirty. To give you an example about that, this is a creator that I love to watch, okay? I love her content, and I saw this video on my For You page, okay? And it basically starts out with saying, oh, are you ready to train for your Earth incarnation? So when you are first put into Earth, I believe this too, but I really think that we have a higher self. I think we all have a higher self of us that knows everything, knows all, and this higher self helps guide you through your Earth experience. So like in this video, it says like your higher self knows exactly what is right for you. So you might not be able to hear your higher self, but they are able to communicate with you in Earth through feelings. In her video, she shows an example with fruit. I'm gonna show you guys the same example, but with drinks, okay? It's just an example. This is a similar example to the video, okay? I'll link it down below. But basically, your higher self is helping you choose between one of these. So I'm gonna say, oh, I feel really happy and excited about the blood. But I can't live without water. I need the water. There is no right and wrong between whether choosing the blood or the water, but just different experiences. So feeling excitement, happiness, joy over the blood is a message from my higher self, but feelings of needing and surviving is telling me to go for the water. And it comes from my human avatar, so me on Earth, and it's basically just a reflection of your fears that you've learned in Earth. So having the need to feel like I need the water is gonna make me want to choose the water because it's convenient and necessary and I need it, because the blood is not gonna help me, but choosing it will help me feel fulfilled. Choosing something that doesn't make me excited doesn't help me move forward. I hope this is making sense. But anyway, let's say that I am ready to choose the blood. Okay, I'm gonna choose the thing that makes me the most excited. But, oh, something scary and intimidating appears in front of it, like these teeth. Just as an example. And I'm really scared of those teeth, so I don't want to pick the blood anymore. But you gotta remember, fear is an illusion, and there is nothing that you have to fear in life, because fear just shows that you are living with limited beliefs. Yeah, and the video says it doesn't align with who you truly are, and you have to let go of those limiting beliefs by facing your fears. So I would have to pick the teeth if it comes with the blood that makes me happy. Because whenever you go for something that you truly love and something that truly excites you, yes, there are gonna be a lot of bridges that you have to cross and a lot of scary challenges that you might have to face for the first time, but the end results are always worth it. Hopefully that example made sense, because this creator just kind of does examples like that are pretty easy to understand. Like, let's say that your dream is to do YouTube or social media, and your fears of doing that is that people that know you are gonna see that and they're gonna make fun of you and think that you are trying too hard. And I can see why that scares people. And trust me, I know about that, because I didn't have a lot of support when I first started doing YouTube, and I really didn't get any support at all until YouTube started doing good for me. But I just remember people would call me like, oh, I saw that you have a little YouTube channel. Condescending to say little, oh, your little thing that you're doing, haha. But once you get past the fears, whenever you truly listen to your heart and truly listen to what you want to do, that's whenever the magic happens and things start working out for you. But you really truly gotta just let it go. You gotta face those fears. Let that limiting belief version of you go away. Make them disappear. This stuff looks so scary already. Like, I know that the blood here is not gonna look that that good because it kind of just washes off, but I'm hoping that it kind of stains it a little. It's making my fingers bloody. Okay, this is fake blood, all right, YouTube, fake blood. Yeah, I want basically the front to be mainly the bloody part, and then just have some splatters of blood, I think, around the back. We'll see, though, because I don't know if I want to do too much or if I want to do just little bits and pieces here, you know? I don't really know how much blood I want on my shoes. But I've always wanted to do this, though. I've always wanted to do the bloody Converse thing. I know that they were popular years ago. I don't know if they still are. I want to do it because I've always wanted to do it. There, just spread that fake blood right here in the front. I think that looks really cool so far. Maybe I can use my finger to just kind of like dab some blood on the shoelaces. Let me see what this other blood looks like. It's blood gel. But speaking of For You page, there's another video that I also saved that I thought was pretty creepy. I saw this interview. If I find the full thing, I'll link it down below. But this is just a clip from it. Basically, so in this clip, alright, in this clip, I haven't been drinking alcohol lately. It's been a while, okay? Most of the time when we drink, it's just purely for content. It's just for the videos. We don't really drink outside of the videos because I don't really like alcohol that much, okay? It's gross. I have to have it in lemonades. But anyway, I went through so many years of my life where I was just not drinking alcohol until I started drinking with some friends. But now watching this is making me realize, like, I've always known to a certain extent that drinking alcohol is not good for your soul. Yeah, it says alcohol is called spirits. And the reason that it's called that is because when you drink it, it numbs your body, makes you go numb in the mind, and it allows these different spirits to enter your body as a vessel. And then she says that, yeah, it's to temporarily jump in and do whatever they want. And that is why you do some weird stuff whenever you're drunk, and then you're like, I don't remember doing that at all. What are you talking about? And then she says, because it wasn't you. Facts, because it wasn't you. But anyway, that is wild. And I believe it. Alright, I believe it. I really think that a lot of the things are happening to us is put right in front of our faces with like TV shows, commercials, and they're put right in front of your face to tell you, but a lot of people just don't see it. They don't see through it. There are movies that I've watched with Levi that I'm like, wait, this movie is low-key talking about our world and our experiences. Like, have you guys watched the movie Soul? I think that movie has a lot of meaning. Like, we were watching Zootopia 2, and I remember, okay, when we watched it in the movies, I remember immediately telling Levi, like, this is kind of weird. I could have sworn Zootopia was about Tartaria. Which, okay. If you guys want a conspiracy video of all the conspiracies that I believe in, let me know in the comments down below, okay? But you're gonna have to watch with an open mind. You're gonna have to watch with an open mind because I believe in the craziest conspiracy theories, okay? I'm gonna add just a little bit some dabble right here because I feel like it's not looking natural. Like, how do I make it bleed onto the side without it looking like a brush stroke? I don't know if there's a difference between this blood and this blood. I feel like they're both coloring the same unless I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm trying to get dark parts, but I feel like it's just bleeding onto it. Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna use this aged blood and try to create darker blood spots. Anyway, the conspiracy video would be different, okay? Let me know in the comments down below, okay? If you want that. But I want to talk about something that's kind of close to what I was talking about. So this is like surface level things, okay? But I truly believe that there's a lot of things that are just put in our faces that people brush over because, oh, it's a kid's movie, or it's just a commercial, it's just a book, blah, blah, blah. But no, I really believe that the world really isn't what we think it is, all right? Because manifestation is real, and I know it is because I've experienced it. And no matter what you believe in, whether you're religious or not, everything is very similar. You know, like manifestation is kind of like a form of praying. Whoa, this looks so cool. Actually, I hope it stays dark like this. Can you see? I don't know how it'll actually look, but I feel like maybe if I patting the blood onto same spots, maybe it'll make those spots darker. We'll see. But basically, okay, I really believe that words are spells. So that is how manifestation works, is words are spells. Like, that's why it's called spelling, because it's spells. So anything that you say gets spoken into reality. So, you know, common phrases like, oh, I'm dead, whenever you're referencing to something that's like funny. I feel like social media has normalized people speaking ill about themselves, like, oh, I'm so annoying, oh, I'm so this, like just speaking negatively about yourself, and I don't like that. You should be careful with the way that you speak about yourself, and also just the way that you speak about others, because everything just backfires onto yourself. Like, if you are talking negatively about someone, like gossiping in a negative way, I really think that that affects you more than it affects them, because you are putting those negative thoughts and opinions in your head, which hurts yourself and your body. Like, anytime a friend has ever spoken badly about themselves, I'm always like, no, don't say that, because you will attract those things onto your life, even though you're saying it as a joke. I don't joke with words ever, because I really truly think that everything that you speak becomes your reality. So if you're a hateful person, then your life just looks miserable. But if you are a happy individual, then your life is obviously gonna look different. I wonder if this blood will dry like this, actually, because it has a different texture than the other one did. So I wonder if it'll dry like that. I have no idea, because I'm pretty sure that this blood is supposed to be used for face makeup. But hey, it's 1 a.m. okay, and I just want to paint some shoes into bloody shoes, but I did not want to ruin any of my shoes, so I got these new ones, which are really cute. But yeah, I did not want to ruin any of my Converse shoes. Okay, here's what they look like so far. I'm not sure what I think about that, okay, but I'm gonna work on the rest of the shoe now. I just want the front to look the most bloody, okay? I need the front to look like, I don't know, part of a crime scene or something. Anyway, this camera I had over here died. I don't know how long ago it died, so I don't know when you guys stopped seeing the details of the shoes. So sorry about that. Okay, I'm not sure what to do though with because the backs, they look too white. It looks too clean. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Like, if I want to do splatters of blood back here, because I don't want it to be too much blood, but I do want them to look like they're out of a horror movie. So I'm gonna just put some stains back here. Maybe I can put some green too, like down here. Okay, like, I'm really liking the way that this is turning out. And also, fun story. I actually, before I started recording this video, So like about an hour ago, because I have been recording for a while. I yap a lot, I'm sorry. But an hour ago, I actually lost this bottle of blood. And so I had... Okay, I didn't have them do it. They were helping me, but Dewey and Levi were helping me look for it. And then, I could have sworn, I remember I told them, I could have sworn the last time I saw it was in the dining room. And so we looked in the dining room 3 times, all of us. Levi went in there, Dewey went in there, and then I went in there, and I found them. But the thing that makes it scary, though, I don't know, this is just a funny coincidence, but the thing that makes it scary is that whenever it was my turn to go in there, I guess, because I was just looking in there, before I went in there, Levi and Dewey were looking at some other pile, and they got this amulet. Is that what you call it? Like the little necklace from Chucky. It's the same necklace from Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. So basically, it's this necklace that in the movie Chucky holds up, and he says this chant like "Ade due dam bella, give me the power I beg of you," blah blah blah. Anyway, Levi thought it'd be funny to hold it up and do the same thing. And I didn't know about this. I didn't know that they were doing this. But, not even kidding, Dewey goes into the dining room to help me look for it again. And then while trying to find it, I swear I had already looked here before, but I looked at the Chucky doll that I have in there. It was right behind the Chucky doll. This jar of blood was right behind the Chucky doll. I don't remember putting it there at all. So, Dewey immediately was like, "Whoa, that's weird." And I was like, "What? What's weird? What are you talking about?" And he was like, he yelled over at Levi, like, "Levi, guess where she found it? She found it behind the Chucky." And I was like, "What? What is going on?" And then they told me that apparently they had done that thing. Like, they were in the kitchen. Levi was holding up the thing, saying it as a joke. And then, just minutes after that, I had found it behind the Chucky. And they were like, "Ooh, that's scary, watch it out." Which, I mean, it's so funny. I think that's just such a funny coincidence. Unless it's not a coincidence. You never know. I hope I did a good job wearing these out, okay? I've put, like, grass marks here. Like, I think the green makes it look like, I was in grass. You know how sometimes grass can stain your shoes? Certain grass, I think, has stained my shoes before. But another funny story is while we were looking for this blood, I had remembered a story to tell Dewey. So Dewey has a girlfriend named Nyla, and we celebrated her birthday a couple months ago. I don't even know how long ago that was. But we celebrated her birthday in my house, and so the day of her birthday, I had surprised her with this Art the Clown cake. It was really cool. She loves Art the Clown just as much as I do. She's really cool. She loves all the same stuff that I do. But yeah, I surprised her with this cake, but I had told Dewey that something that I did not mention before. Nyla, if you're watching this video, but something that I forgot to mention to them before was that the day of the party, I actually had a Chucky piñata prepared for her. So I had this Chucky piñata, and I stuffed it with a bunch of candy. The plan was that we were going to surprise Nyla and all the guests in the party with this Chucky piñata. We were going to hang it outside, and we had a rope for it and everything. But I forgot what happened. I think we had played a game for too long that it got so late. And then a lot of the guests left early. So then we were like, "Oh, dang it, we can't do the piñata anymore." Anyway, the piñata has been rotting outside for months with the candy inside of it. I am scared to see what it looks like now. Because it's been so hot. And I had a lot of chocolates in there, so I'm sure they're melted inside of the Chucky doll. And, yeah. Just thought that'd be a funny, interesting story to share. So I never got to surprise my friend with her Chucky piñata. She doesn't even know that I was gonna do that. And I forgot too about it. So yeah, it's been months now and I'm scared of touching it. But look at this. Okay, I like the way that they look. I don't know if the camera is seeing how they look like, but I'm liking the way that they're turning out. Okay, but I want to do a little more with the shoelaces, like just make them look like they've been used. I feel like they don't look used enough. Okay, where else should I put some blood? I feel like it still doesn't look as dirty as I want it to look. I don't want it to look like they're brand new shoes. I remember years ago when you used to be able to go online. You might still be able to do this today, but you would go online and you were able to buy worn out Converse. That's the look. If you have Converse, they have to look dirty. I'm not sure if it's still the same now. Honestly, I have no idea. No, I made this streak. I hate it now. How do I fix it so it doesn't look like that on both sides? Maybe if I add blood back here too. I don't want both shoes to look similar either, so I feel like that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna do another one on the other side. I'm gonna add more here. Like, how does that look? Does that look alright? I'll make it a little bit more messy, like here, so it doesn't look too drawn. Does that look okay? Maybe if I make it go all the way up to the top instead of just it randomly starting here, maybe that'll make it look better. Anyway, I know that Halloween isn't until like, it's in 2 months now. Yeah. There's basically 2 months left until it's Halloween. But hey, I am getting ready. I have been picking up some animatronics and decorations already. I have been decorating. You guys are gonna have a Spirit Halloween shopping spree too. You know I always spend a lot of money at Spirit. I can't help it. They have so much cute stuff. I've already been thinking about what I'm gonna be for Halloween, and I know what I'm gonna be for Halloween. Okay, but I'm gonna leave that a surprise. Okay, but this year, ooh. Alright, this year I know we're gonna see a lot of Nikki's from Obsession, and I am excited. Okay, I'm not gonna do Nikki from Obsession, but my Halloween costume is gonna be pretty scary. Okay, how's that? Does this look okay? It looks fine, right? Okay, I think I like the look of this one. I think I like this. But now I have to figure out what to do with this one. I wish I could do like paint splatters. How do I do the paint splatters? I don't think I have enough room to do paint splats, like flicking the brush. Because this brush isn't really for flicking. And I have a lot of cute pink things around here, so let me see what I can do. Okay, there's kind of some splashes here. There we go. I'll show them to you, alright? On camera, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. Alright, I got that. I'm doing it. I think I'm getting the blood splatters. Okay. I did it. I don't want to mess with it anymore, but like, look at that. I got the blood splatters. I think I'm gonna do that for this shoe too, but not too much. Oh no, I got some blood splatter on my tablecloth. Great. Now it's gonna look like I have blood on my tablecloth. No. It's just the tiniest little drop, but anyway, I feel like there was just a lot of yapping on here instead of a live update, okay? Aside from adopting a dog, which you guys will see soon, I also have been commissioning a lot of emotes and art from the artist that does all of my thumbnails. And, well, basically, I want to start streaming. I want to start streaming on Princess Alex with my friends, like Dewey and Levi. Okay, I'm going to put some paint splatters on. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with this creation now. So I'm gonna put the blood away, cause oh, that's the wrong cap. Oh, this is all getting so dirty. Oh no. Okay, I didn't get it anywhere else but on the tablecloth, so that kind of sucks, but it's fine. It is fine. Look at my fingers. Anyway, I am finishing this now at 3 a.m. Wow, I started recording at like 1 and now it's 3 a.m. How did I spend 2 hours on these shoes? It doesn't even look like I did much. Where do I put all this blood? I got this new camera and I like the way that it records stuff. It kind of reminds me of the old camcorders. So I'm going to use that to show you guys the shoes. Look at these shoes. What do you think about them? I got the paint splatters. I got the blood splatter. This stuff, I'm hoping it just dries like this overnight. So far, it's not going anywhere. But, yes, here they are. Oh my god, these look so cool. I can't wait to wear these out for spooky season. Look at that. Wow, wow. Here's the backs of them. There you go. Look at that. My shoes are bloody. Alright, well, that's it. Bye guys. Make sure to subscribe and follow my Instagram, okay, at XOPrincessAlex. Bye. Here is a quick clip of what the shoes look like. I feel like I want to add more blood. I feel like it just doesn't look dark enough. And I don't know. I feel like maybe if I add more splatters around the sides, I feel like that might make it look a lot more better. But for now, I guess this will do, because I think they will look a lot more better whenever I color the sides a little more. You know? For now, they just kind of look like